Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at one of my most anticipated statues from the DC Bombshells line, Harley Quinn. The unboxing of the statue, it's fairly simple. There it is. The statue already comes assembled on the base, so the only thing you really have to take care of is unwrapping this little Batman trinket. So I'm liking the face on this figure quite a bit. I do think that the paint above her left eyelid's a little wonky, but I think the lips look really good. With the pink and the red being used, it creates kind of a wet look to her lips, and I think between the dimple and the smile and the shit-eating kind of wink to it, I think it's got a lot of attitude and a lot of personality, and I think this head looks really good. Her green eye certainly looks awesome. But what I really dig is the sculpting of the hair. I'm not totally a fan of this little separation here on the side curls that hang down, but for the most part, I really dig the hair. Especially the use of like paint for the fading of the red that's being used on the tips here. The pigtails are kind of floating up in the air. Some really good paint being mixed in there. I also like the reflective surface being used on the goggles, the sort of painted reflective element to it. Now the rest of the outfit is really cool. I really dig the bomber jacket, 1940s kind of airplane pilot girl that they're going for this. Now the original artwork had her like riding a bomb, and I kind of missed that because I kind of dig the whole Dr. Strangelove element to it. But this bomber jacket's cool. It's a good adaptation of the costume. I'm not big on the whole Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Suicide Squad adaptations of the costume. I'm a much bigger fan of the original Harley Quinn costume, but as far as like this statue series interpretation of her costume, I think it's awesome. Certainly better than any of those other designs. I think this is a really fun concept for that design. I personally really like that the bat belt is being used here, but with the red and black Harley pouches being used. My only nitpick is there is some chipped paint here. So be sure to like inspect your statue if you can before you buy it. If the shop you're buying at lets you, open them up. Overall, though, I think the socks here, it's a really good use of the color scheme for the socks. I think the design of this outfit, like the design of like what they're going for, this is an awesome, awesome concept. Now here's just a close-up look at some of the details on this statue, because there are some tiny little details, like the little medals on the side of her jacket, or this tiny little Joker card tucked into her leggings. I mean, it's really tiny, but there's some really good paint on it. Especially this little kind of Batman dingly dangler on the back of her gun. And then just for good measure, I just want you guys to get a really good look at her face. Especially this little tiny diamond underneath her right eye. Now, I really like this statue a lot. First of all, it's really easy to assemble. And the paint, for the most part, is pretty good. Now, there is that nick of paint on her red legging. And yeah, the pouch is kind of chipped on her belt. But there is some good paint being used in the bomber jacket. And even on the black shorts, there's like some texture used on her, her rear end. That's not just all black. They do give it a little bit of texture, and I think that's really, really cool. But what I really like is the overall style and approach of this figure. This is a really cool concept to lay onto Harley. I think it certainly honors Harley's style, but it also really does a good job of like the fly girl, like pilot airplane girl pinup style that was kind of popular in the 40s, around the war era. And I think with the bomber jacket and the medals, they do a really good job achieving that. I think it's got a lot of attitude. I think it's kind of foxy. I think if you like Harley and you like the approach of this series of bombshell statues, you're going to like this a lot. I certainly do. Thanks for watching.